The second computer foundation that you need to know is data structure. When you're working with the machine, you need to understand how data are structured. For example, what kind of data are even available? There is difference between numbers, string, array, how they are stored, the kind of space that they eat up in the memory, how do you interact with them, what are the examples that you can use. All of these things makes a lot of sense. You may find yourself in a situation where some of these restrictions doesn't matter. But if you're really building something at scale, if your goal is to build something that is meaningful, you're going to stumble on these things sooner or later. Like, you have to deal with some of these things. And from experience, I have suffered from lack of the right knowledge. And I'll tell you what it cost me at some point. Because I don't have some of this data structure idea when I started off. Some of the pains I went through was losing people's data, like user data. I can remember in the early day of my startup, because we had to migrate at certain points. So think, for example, I didn't have the right knowledge. What then happened is, at some point, when I didn't get the real knowledge, I might have done something wrongly in the past. And because of that, there will be a need for us to migrate to something new. And as a result of that migration, I lost so many things, lost so many time. It was as if I was just starting something afresh. So it wasn't a fun journey. But imagine if you understand some of this data structure. You know when to use array, you know when to use numbers, you know how to use them effectively, you know when to save memory. Sometimes some long digit number doesn't make sense to have them in as number. Some of them you may want to have them as string and all of that. All these things, you need to understand them. If this doesn't make sense to you, yes, that's the reason why you need to research about some of this. In fact, that's the reason why I'm creating this video for you, to understand some of these basics.